Now, we spoke at length yesterday, didn't we, about the title race in Manchester City and what's going on there. Just want to get things off with United, because interesting stuff from Paul Merson talking about Solskjaer's appointment, saying the change at United is not down to Solskjaer, it's the players, and it is a joke. You watched them on Saturday and the difference was pathetic, a joke, embarrassing. I would be ashamed. All of a sudden, Solskjaer is 100 times better than Jose Mourinho as a manager. I'll get to you in a moment, boys, but you've all played. Is it a joke? Is it embarrassing? How much do the players have to take responsibility from what we've seen?
For me, I think Paul Merson's comments are desperately misguided. In my opinion, I think what you've seen from the Manchester United players and understanding what they're experiencing is footballers' equivalent of depression. It's mental, it's psychological, it's not a physical issue. So it's not a case of, well, today I'm going to try, tomorrow I'm not, or vice versa, as the case may be. It's not as simple as that. It's only when that toxic element is eliminated that you see a response. I've played for a manager who I didn't feel appreciated by, and at the time, this was before the time of sports psychologists, but I would speak to friends, people around me, I would speak to current and former players, current and former coaches, and nothing could get me out of that funk. It wasn't until, in my case, I moved clubs that I again fell in love with the game and started to get the best out of myself as a goalkeeper. Paul Merson, unless he has unless he's never played for a manager that he didn't feel he was a part of things, he cannot understand what they're going through.
You know, it's funny. I'm watching Paul Pogba against Huddersfield, and he did things that he'd been doing the whole season. He lost the ball. He tried to dilly on it. He was trying to be overly physical. And there wasn't one Manchester United fan got on his back in that game when he was doing it. So, Shaka's talking about the players. What about the fans? The fans are exactly the same. Fans have been turning up with their head between the legs before the ball's been even kicked, waiting for the players to make mistakes, waiting to jump on the players. And it's down to Mourinho. And we can all say, there's some responsibility on the players. Yes, but you don't play the way they've done in the 2 games unless that toxic thing is gone, and that is Mourinho. So I think he's gone way overboard in this.
It is the manager's and the coach's responsibility to create an environment in which the players can express themselves, to give them an outlet, to give them a stage where now they can showcase their abilities and their talents. That's what the players want to do. They want to be out on the stage, and they want to play well in that stage. But when you create an environment in which people just don't want to come to work, in which they don't want to be around each other, in where you come to training and you leave as quickly as you possibly can, and when you know going on to a game and going on to the field, you have not been given the preparation nor the best opportunity to give the best version of yourself, undoubtedly that's going to be taxing on the players. Now, there is responsibility on the players as well, because they are the ones trying to execute a game plan out on the field. But when you have created an environment that doesn't allow the best version of the talent that you have available to you, then that's squarely on the shoulders of the manager, in this case, Jose Mourinho.
Let's bring Ian Darke into the conversation. Ian, what do you make of it all?
Well, I think there's a danger of it becoming a little bit simplistic and saying, well, the storm clouds have now cleared and all the problems from Manchester United. Let's get it right. So far, they've beaten Cardiff City and Huddersfield Town in the 2 games under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And it does look as if the shackles have been freed and the players are enjoying playing for Solskjaer. But I've got a hunch that some of those problems are still around at Manchester United. I want to see what happens given a couple more months with this group of players. I think they were trying under Jose Mourinho as best they could, but I don't think he created that environment there that Ali was talking about for those players to really flourish. Maybe Solskjaer has got the key. Maybe he understands the club. Maybe he's better than he was at Cardiff all those years ago. Maybe it's all going to be sweetness and light. But I think we need a bit more time before we rush to judgment.